In this video, we will discuss Python Primer Part 1. We will also discuss how to work with Python without any installation, how to use Jupyter Notebook with Google Colab. Many PCs and Macs will have Python already installed. To check if you have Python installed on a Windows PC, search in the start bar for Python or run the following on the command line. To check if you have Python installed on a Linux or Mac, then on Linux open the command line or on Mac open the terminal and type Python version command. If you find that you do not have Python installed on your computer, then you can download it for free from python.org. You can use Google Colab Jupyter Notebook also for Python programming. To use it, go to colab.research.google.com. You can create a new Jupyter Notebook by clicking New Notebook at the bottom right corner. One of Colab is a free Jupyter Notebook environment provided by Google where you can use free GPUs and TPUs. Let's start with Python programming. Python indentation. Indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. The indentation in Python is very important. Python will give you an error if you skip the indentation. The number of spaces is up to you as a programmer. The most common use is 4, but it has to be at least 1. You have to use the same number of spaces in the same block of code, otherwise Python will give you an error. Comments. Python has commenting capability for the purpose of in-code documentation. Comments start with a hash and Python will render the rest of the line as a comment. Python variables. A Python variable is a symbolic name that is a reference or pointer to an object. Python has no command for declaring a variable. In Python, variables are created when you assign a value to it. Python is a strongly typed and a dynamically typed language. Strong typing means that variables do have a type and that the type matters when performing operations. Dynamic typing means that the type of the variable is determined only during runtime. In Python, we can assign values to multiple variables in one line. You can also assign the same value to multiple variables in one line with single declaration. Python allows you to extract the values into variables from a collection of values from a list or tuple. This is called unpacking. In Python, the print function is used to output variables. We can also output multiple variables separated by a comma. The plus operator can also be used to output multiple variables. For numbers, the plus character works as a mathematical operator. If you try to combine a string and a number with the plus operator, Python will give you an error. The best way to output multiple variables in the print function is to separate them with commas, which even support different data types. The variables that we create outside of a function are known as global variables. We can access and use global variables everywhere, both inside a function and outside of a function. For example, I have created a variable outside of a function as a global variable and we are using it inside a function. Variables created inside a function are called local variables. If you have a variable with the same name inside a function, this variable will be local and can only be used inside the function. The global variable with the same name will remain global as it was, with the original value. By default, variables created inside a function are local variables. However, you can create a global variable inside a function using the global keyword. By using the global keyword, we can refer a global variable inside a function. Now we can access and modify it within a function. This is it for now. In next part, I will discuss Python data types, lists, tuples, and all other data types. Thanks for watching.